Stefanie Maegan. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Because therapy is too expensive. You're listening to Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.
Mild. Fire. Diablo.
Diablo. I'm so
Does it
excited
sound
to
okay?
eat. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good. Okay, let's just have a
Let's have
bite.
a bite. First bite.
First bite of the shorba.
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah, hold on.
Period.
I love
Chalupa
chalupas.
gang, yes. It's the shell.
It's the shell.
It's the shell.
What? How do they do the shell?
I'm pretty sure it's deep fried.
Yeah,
Because that's also like my favorite thing to eat. It's just deep fried shit.
like lechon.
Yes.
I love that episode.
Oh.
It fucking cracks me up. Like just you being a lechon and me being like hella fucking naive.
No, it was great.
I was so confused.
So great. Oh shit, this is hitting.
Wait, so what do you want to do? A petty episode? What sparked
Well,
to this petty?
So I think what it was is that like I was getting to like random stupid arguments in like comment sections on like random TikTok videos or TikTok videos that were about issues, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why are cisgender people talking about trans issues, like blah blah blah. So then I would just be sassy. I'd be like, you know, like everybody can shut the fuck up. And I didn't think anybody would reply because there was like, you know, so many comments. Anyway, yeah. So I was just like getting annoyed. But then it made me think about how like you had recently dealt with like
Online bullying.
Yeah, online bullying. Those bullies out there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let's, you know. Also, I don't know if you follow Drew Afualo, but like I just love how she like basically her current content now is just like being petty and dragging the shit men on TikTok who like
I've had so many guys on TikTok last month or this month just saying how broken I am and how I'm a 4.
that's why it's broke girl therapy, bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, look at the name. That's why we here.
Mm-hmm.
And that I was that me and Rose were like a couple of 4s.
Okay.
Like, 2 left swipes. I'm like, who? Like the fact that people could just go on and be so fucking rude.
Right. But that's how you know they're miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just want to be, you know, they want to share or they want to spread more of that.
They want to spread more misery.
Right.
And it's so, thankfully, like, I started doing the show and TikTok at a time where I'm, like, more secure with myself, that stuff like that doesn't, like, ruin my day. And, like, I could laugh about it. But imagine, like, these kids that are on here, you know? And, like, seeing these comments and, like, they don't know themselves yet. And people are commenting, like, oh, you're a 4. Like, that could really fuck up someone's day.
And to be honest, like, I actually hate checking my notifications because if I see that there's a comment reply or that I've been added or mentioned, I literally have to like pause and prepare myself mentally because the thing is, I literally get hate
Do you really?
for being queer or brown or whatever. But again, it's because I engage in difficult topics or like I'll talk about, you know, those videos or whatever that have to do with social issues. But that's also like, I had to take a personal step back because just like, there's a difference between having conversations and then just, you know, bullshit online.
Right,
and I was like, there's nobody online that I need to enrich. There's nobody online. It's not my responsibility. Like if I want to talk about stuff, I can talk about it when I'm in control. So like, you know, on videos that I decide to publish. But as far as comment sections, I'm really just trying to cut out my engagement on comment sections because it's not worth it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm yeah, for
Like
sure.
I don't need to like all of a sudden open my TikTok and then just to see like, oh, fucking faggot. Like, okay. Because there's also ways to like code, you know, certain words. Like they'll spell faggot but with the @ sign, so then it doesn't
right.
get
Like how
it.
I do sex with segs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like cool. You know, and like actually that's not even the worst. I mean that is a horrible slur,
Right.
but it's not the worst thing. Like people that really get affected by
didn't
what I
realize-
say.
I didn't realize that you were getting all that hate.
Yeah. But it's okay. You know. Haters gonna hate.
For real. No, it's definitely a fucking issue.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, again, like I'm so glad that I started doing this at like an older age of where I felt more confident. But I can't imagine these kids growing up in this, you know, like that's that's rough.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yes, ready.
I love that we started off in such a noble and very mature way.
Right. Because when are we?
Like we're eating Taco Bell and we're talking about like social media, mental health.
Impact. Yeah.
Let's get into it and see what else happens.
Yes.
Okay. Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Brokegirl Therapy, and we have your favorite lochon and spit roast mommy.
Yes.
Your favorite meal.
Lechon baby is here.
Yes. HK motherfucking brains.
What's up?
Did you listen to this episode, the one that I just put out with Rose, about Big Sis advice? The one that was out this week. We talked about you, and I said your name. I said your real name.
Oh, she said my government.
Yeah, I didn't say your first and last name. I just said your first name.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot to bleep it out.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I figured we already said it before on the
Yeah.
pod.
So like the thing with my whole
As long as we
name,
don't type it out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't like, and the thing is, if people discover this, that's fine. But it was more so at the time because I was thinking about employers,
Right.
and if they were to just search my name, and it wanted to be like the first result.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And I think right now,
Nothing's
yeah,
popping up
because
when
it's
you
under HK Brain, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, HK
But my
Brains
real
is
name,
persona.
should I do a name reveal?
Everyone already knows.
Do they?
Bum, bum, bum.
Drum roll, please. My name is Harrison. White as fuck. That's a whole nother story. but
My name
yeah.
is Stefanie Maegan.
Oh yeah, my first name is Harrison. My middle name is Parker.
Oh my God, stop. My little brother's name is Aiden Parker.
Oh, that's really cute. I like that.
so
That's a nice
cute.
ring. You know.
Aiden is such a Gen Z name. Like, there's
Is
so
it?
many kids. Yes, everyone named their
Aiden.
fucking like son Aiden.
Okay.
Do you not have cousins?
I've never.
Or-
I've met
actually, I don't have
Aidens
any-
before, but like, I'm not related to any.
Okay.
Yeah. Ain't no Aidens up in here.
Anyway,
So you didn't see that. Cut.
remember the last episode we had to have so many cuts because of those like
Yeah,
we had
because I'm a cunt. That's really why we cut out so much, because I was just mouthing off. But this is your time.
I
You did it
know.
this time.
I was being a cunt. Being an inappropriate cunt.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a bite. I have my regular taco.
Period. I'm still on my Chalupa Supreme, but it's so good. It's so good.
You know what? You eat real fucking slow.
I do. It's also how I have sex.
What?
It's also.
Do you eat ass slowly too?
I like to savor the flavor. I like to like feel everything.
Wow.
I like to make it an experience. And I'm sorry I'm making such a mess.
Oh, fine.
But yeah. Also, I don't know if you remember, but I am completely lactose intolerant. I asked Steph to order me everything with like full cheese and cream. And you know why?
Are you gonna shit on a dick here?
No. But I think it's just well, one, I just want to indulge because I haven't had Taco Bell in like years. I was like,
This
you
is
know
really
what?
bad. I'm
Go
eating
big or
Taco
go
Bell, you
home.
guys, again.
Yeah, but it's okay. And I was like,
I've been
you know
craving
what?
it lately. Maybe I'm pregnant. Hold on, pause. I am not pregnant. I don't know why I said that. Just wanted to clarify. I just got done with my period and I was just hungry. So I just want to clarify before you guys start spreading rumors and shit. I am not pregnant.
I just need to feel something, and I just can't wait to feel the bubble guts later.
So, have you shit on a dick recently?
No,
Okay.
no.
Do you have any updates? I always love your like updates.
My so I don't know why I giggle like that, because I actually don't. But it just made me think about like the previous stories that I've told on this podcast.
I'm shitting on a dick. You got spit roasted.
I give you a lot of gory details. I think that's also the benefit of not having my full name on here or like searchable.
Yeah. You have to be fully like somebody else.
Yeah.
It's a different persona.
Yeah. But no, I've actually been very, very, what's the word? Prudent.
Prudent.
Just because I've literally been working. I've been working like 6-7 days a week.
Yeah.
And I just don't got time for no dick. I'm just here for the money right now. So.
That's okay. And next time I come back from the Bay, you'll probably have some dicks we'll talk about.
Right. Because it's about to be spring and then a hot girl summer. And
I can't believe it's already fucking spring.
I know. And that's usually the season when I'm the loosest. So
love it. Yes. Hot girl summer.
We'll check in.
I'll be back in
I'm going to
May.
line up the appointments. Oh, you know what? That's also the thing too. I was trying to cut out my distractions. So I like deleted all my like dating apps. And, like,
You're doing a
sex
cleanse
apps.
right now.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
We should all take a break.
Right. But yeah. I mean, I'm still fucking myself. So, subscribe.
Wait, stop. Can we confirm if you actually do have an OnlyFans?
No, I don't. I mean, I have an OnlyFans to subscribe to other people. And then somehow I did get people to subscribe to me. But I think that's just people that follow me from like Snapchat.
Or from
my
show?
Twitter.
Oh.
I don't think anybody found me from this show.
Fill me up?
I changed it since then.
Fucking bitch.
Because I was terrified when he exposed me. But I missed that handle because it was such a good handle.
Damn.
But now it's super random. You will never find me.
Okay, fine.
But
how come you don't follow me on Twitter? Is because you're like a...
I definitely cannot follow you on Twitter.
Okay. Separate life.
Yeah, it's super separate life. Super secret.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe
I
I'll
would
tell
wanna,
you
like...
about it in like 2 years. It's really because right now it's just like very functional for like my sex life. I told you I like get more hookups via Twitter than I do on like Grindr or Jack.
Do you put photos and videos of your dick on there?
My whole ass and hole and everything is on my Twitter. So
I love this.
That's why y'all will never find it. Because you got to pay to play.
Wait, can you pay?
Oh, no. Because it's private. I only approve who follows me.
Right,
but yeah. I mean, I love, cash at me.
Is your face on there?
No.
Like HK booty?
I think that's like the rules of feminism. Like you cannot, don't be that girl to post your whole body and your face. Right. I mean, like there are people that do it. Those like the actual performers.
Right. But
like for me, like I think that also adds to the mystery.
I love that actually.
And like if people want to like, that's the thing. I'll send face separately for the guys that want to like link up. Because I also want to see what their face looks like too.
Right. It can be like not unattractive.
Yeah. But I
you
also
see the hole anyway. The hole and the
right.
and the tutti is
and
good.
the dick. Yeah.
The tutti.
I feel like I could do a whole episode on just like my secret sex life.
Even
though it wouldn't be very secret anymore.
I know, but I feel like there's
I'll do
much
that
more
when
you're ready.
Get booed up, which I have no plans for that.
Right, I was gonna say that's gonna be like few seasons from now.
Yeah.
Actually, we say that, but you
5,
never know.
years.
Next time I'm out here, you'd be like, I got myself a man.
Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about that. The old me would have been like, oh my god, that'd be so exciting. But now I'm just like, I don't know if I want a boyfriend right now. I'm just doing a lot of things. Right. I got a lot of shit to get done.
It's not a priority, but you wouldn't be against it if someone great came along.
That's the thing. I wouldn't be against making a connection, but there's a lot to deal with, and like I just would hate to like start something when I know I wouldn't be able to put 100%. Because I love the honeymoon stage. I love being able to like, and that's the thing too. I still have a lot of toxicity to work out in myself. Sorry to make this episode about me, but
everyone wants to know more about you.
They're
tired of my
I just know what I want, and I know that the person that I want in my life, I want to be able to give them a lot.
Right.
So I would hate to like start something and be like, sorry, I can only see you, 2-3 days of the week. Well, actually, that could even work.
Right.
You know,
I was going to say, I was like, I'm always all about working on yourself and being prepared for the right person. But I also think the right person sometimes comes when you don't expect it to be on the right time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're always like, okay, we have to get to this point and then I'll be ready. But sometimes it happens when you least expect it, because if someone really cares about you, you guys will make it work. You know what I mean? Like, me and my boyfriend were long distance for like a year and a half, and like, it was a pandemic. It was all this shit. I was going through a breakup, but it was just like, you know what? But we really like each other, so we're going to make it work.
I love that.
You know? So.
And I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's
just, but it's okay to not prioritize that.
That's what it is. It's not my priority. But also, like, I have, like, my requirements now are so much less and just less toxic than what they were before.
Right.
Like, at this point, I just need somebody that is funny and that loves to eat my ass. If that's you.
Hand them up. Yeah.
So wait, no, there's definitely going to be more than that. Like,
right.
But we can start there.
Right. No, but like, actually, let's break it down. Like, who is HK's ideal man? Like, I want to know. Let's paint a picture, and like, not even just the physical attributes, but
you know
like,
what? This is gonna help me like manifest.
Right. This is, you know what?
Manifest.
Exactly. No.
Is that what this episode is gonna be?
I've done so many episodes of this. I have an episode with Jess where I was like, okay, we're gonna manifest a man, and I literally, this was before like me and Brian were started talking.
I love that.
Everything that I like said on the show is pretty much him. Like, it's so important to say out loud and to really just like look at all the different qualities, not just physical and not just sex, but like, who is this person? What are their traumas look like? What are their interests look like? How is this going to match yours? You know, and you have to kind of know yourself to know what works for you.
Yes.
So let's get into it. Let's manifest a man for HK Boys.
So yeah. Like I said before, it was also like always toxic traits. Like, oh, he needs to be like 6 figures, 6 inches, blah, 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 whatever. Now it's, you know, I would hope it's much less superficial. But I think it's because I know what I vibe with now. Mm-hmm. So like, you gotta be funny. You probably won't be funnier than me. That's okay. Yeah, not a lot of people are.
I was gonna say, I don't think you could date someone who's funnier than you.
Yeah,
like I feel,
but I know they're out there because that's what I find to be attracted.
Always,
like a lot of my TikTok crushes are just like the goofiest motherfuckers. Like if you're goofy, hit me up. Yeah, because I'm not trying to do boring. But no, it's not about that. Like I just find that like it's super attractive. Or at least
someone with like a really good sense of humor. They don't need to be like a comedian, but someone with like a really good sense of humor.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I like
who could give it back to you. Who could give it back to you because you're quick and witty. Yeah, and you need to go bounce back with somebody.
And I don't mind. Like I don't need them to be like quick-witted like me, like that type of humor. But like if they're just goofy, like random as fuck. Right.
Like
if I showed you the guys that I think are funny, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like I don't think it'd be your sense of humor, but for me, I love that like goofiest. Or I don't know if you'd like expect that from me.
Oh, okay.
But like just like so it's super goofy because I think humor is indicative of like a certain level of intelligence.
Oh, for sure.
And like smarts is like also very attractive to me.
I can't see you with someone who's like not educated.
Yeah.
And you know,
I think that's why I like outgrew fuckboys. I mean, they're fun to play with.
Yeah, fuckboys are fun, but they're not, you know,
not for long term.
No,
it's just one and done. I also think that this was a toxic thing I had to realize is that I used to think I needed someone else that was also broken. That's a horrible. Don't ever say that, because for the longest time I was like, yeah, I can only have someone broken, and then that's how I ended up dating abusers.
Right, exactly.
Because I was like, oh, I can only date someone that
that's
like,
also
had trauma.
That's also saying that like that's all you feel like you deserve.
Yeah. So don't seek trauma bonding. You know, find someone that is patient and gracious, because, you know, you don't need someone to have gone through something to relate. Right. You just need someone that is open-minded.
We're talking about you, though. We're talking about you. You need someone.
I need someone. Sorry.
Change the pronouns here.
Right. This is
manifesting.
My future man.
We're not manifesting for y'all. Yeah. We're manifesting for
I'm being selfish right now.
Right. This is all about HK.
Yeah, I would like to be with someone that just is a good listener, because I'm a talker. I don't know if I told you one of my last hiccups last year. We just sat and talked, and he didn't mean offensively, but I just started laughing because it just the way it sounded. He was like, you talk a lot.
Did you tell him? Like,
This is before we fucked too. This is before we fucked.
Oh my God.
And I was just laughing because I was like, damn, I hope it just sounded like, oh, are you just waiting to get to the fucking, which is totally fine. Like, he didn't come over for a conversation, but we had been talking for like an hour, but he just let me go. He was so sweet.
Right.
And it was good. It was really good.
Aww.
But so a good
podcast.
Listener.
You should have been like, well, I'm on. You should be like, well, that's why like I go on this show a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, there's actually videos of that fuck on Twitter.
I love this.
So find me. Anyway, so yeah, that's the other thing too. So like those are kind of like general like characteristics of like persona, but I know that I'm also very kinky is the wrong word. Sexually open,
yes.
Right? That was the first episode we ever did.
Yes.
And I need someone that is at least passionate about their own sexuality, in the sense of like what they know what they like to do in bed, but also like are willing to like, you know, like sex is like important factor, right. I guess. And that they wouldn't freak out if they found out that like, yeah, that I have a sex Twitter or like, you know, because I wouldn't judge someone like that. I even thought, which is crazy because I used to be so hardcore monogamist, I was open to the idea of dating someone open.
I was gonna say, I only see you in an open relationship.
See, and that I never saw myself like that because, you know I have like my own insecurities and like jealousy issues. But at this point, I feel like if we had a great mutual understanding and we knew, because one of my best friends is in an open relationship and they're like gonna get married in like the next year. Right. So like, I know just from seeing, and I wouldn't try to emulate their specific relationship, right. But like I have other friends that also, you know, have done that too. And I'm just like, cool. I think we just understand at a certain level, like, you know, that just sex is just sex. We don't have to attach so much emotion and like, you know, maybe it's from our upbringing of like religion or whatever background. It's just like,
it's being more normalized nowadays.
Yeah. Cause like, yes, certain things are sacred, but what's sacred is the love and the bond. And if just physical activity, if you just are able to idealize it as just that, right? Because then if you think, I know we obviously don't live as natural humans anymore, but naturally humans are made to have multiple sexual partners. So the idea of monogamy is, I'm not saying it's not like a great thing, but it's not for everybody. And it's also not necessary. Right. Don't come for me. But that's just what I perceive it as. So yeah, I'd be open to a guy who was interested in an open relationship as long as we always communicated, you know? Because I also like to...
You need someone who like, again, going back to like having that open relationship, therefore, in order to make that successful, you're supposed to have extremely great communication.
Period.
Is not a liar.
Period.
Is very honest.
Not a cheater. Not a manipulator.
You have to have a lot of trust.
Been there, done that.
There's supposed to be a lot of trust, you know? Because cheating at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to is lies and deceit more than anything. So, because I would only feel betrayed, like that someone cheated on me if there was just, I was lied to. I'd rather just be honest, you know? No.
So kinky, funny, open. Well, that's not a requirement, but yeah. And just loves me. Yeah. I think that may sound silly or like that felt silly to say, but I realize in retrospect, when I really look at all my previous relationships, and clearly I'm not in them anymore, I was going after men that didn't love me. And that fucked me up. A lot of us have gone after men who didn't. Right. So, you know,
because that
don't
shows
settle for less.
It was a reflection of how you felt about yourself.
Yeah. I think that's also why I've been single for 8+ years.
No, yeah. I mean, technically I was like single for almost 10 years before I met Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had like my boyfriend before and like little ones, but nothing ever as serious as this, you know?
And you know what inspires me too? I wouldn't be surprised. I kind of have this personal goal. I want to be like, you know what? I'm being selfish. I'm allowed to say this because this is just my goal.
Yeah.
But like, because I know we always talk about toxic beauty standards, but I have a goal of just getting super hot by 35. Like, I want to be a full-on muscle gay.
I love that.
And that's just selfish for me.
And it's okay to have, here's the thing, it's okay to have like superficial needs and wants.
Yeah.
You just have to have the right balance of it.
Right.
It just becomes a problem when it's like, that's what you're all consumed of,
Yeah.
you know?
Because that's the thing too. My intention behind it isn't just to like then become like an insta-gay and then like to reel guys in. Like it's literally just for me so that I can like feel proud of like that I've been able to like achieve the best level for my health, you know, and my body.
So next time we won't eat. I feel like we're always eating fast food.
That's okay. It's about balance.
And it's crazy because I've lost like 20 pounds since September, and I'm like,
you told me that,
and I'm like, I really talk about it. I just shit a lot more.
Right.
Adderall and this like this tea. I love that.
That's why I told you to order full dairy because I'm gonna just all later. But yeah, so if you're a guy that likes, no, I'm just kidding. That's too far. That's too far.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait, what was I saying before though? There was something that I was gonna. Oh fuck, I forgot.
You were going.
Oh, my goals. So yeah, like the reason why that was like part of it is I get inspired by like, and I know they're celebrities, so obviously they have like a wider pool, but like I love Joe Coy and Chelsea Handler as a couple.
I love it.
They are so fucking cute because like
so much.
I love Chelsea. Like she might be the only white woman,
besides Rose.
also Rose, that I like adore.
We had to like pause.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love you, Rose. But I'm sorry to go to your party.
It's fine.
But she to me is just an icon because she just gives no fucks, right? I'm inspired by her comedy. Yeah. I'm inspired by her tenacity. And then when she is now just seeing her blossom, like her and Joe together is so fucking adorable.
It's so cute
that it makes me almost want to wait until like 40 or like into the late 40s. I don't know. Yeah, late 40s.
Yeah, they're grown. I think. Yeah, no, I think like.
Because
you have to be like, I'm gonna wait, but just obviously get to a point of,
or if that were to happen, you know, like I wouldn't be distraught or be like I'm unlovable if I just happen to end up be single until that age, because I'm definitely gonna still be fucking. But like I as far as the relationship, like I feel like it's just like it's worth the wait, right? That's what they both said. Like in Joe's post, he was just like, you know, just you have the right one came along, or like whatever the timing was, and I was like, that's beautiful. It
is. I mean, honestly, like my parents, you know, married each other. It was their first marriage, and obviously they divorced, and they're both remarried, and I could just tell that they're equally happier in their second marriage.
Can I ask you how old they were when they divorced and then when they remarried?
So they divorced when I was like 16, so they had to be like 50 maybe. Maybe my mom was like late 40s.
Okay.
To 50, and then which is so crazy because I'm 30 now, and I feel like, whoa, you're only like in the 40s something. Like that just put everything into perspective, and that was really weird to think. Yeah. But my dad quickly remarried after because he has like codependency issues. Love you, Poppy, but you know he likes having a wife. He likes being, you know, having a partner. And my mom actually was like single for like 10 years and some change, and she met and she traveled the world. She traveled the world.
She's an inspo.
Yeah, she like got that money. You know what I mean?
I'm
like
to lick this paper, and
lick the paper. You were really great with your tongue on that. I watched that tongue action. It was great. The way you picked up that meat was very smooth. Right. You left no crumbs.
No crumbs.
There was no crumbs. You licked all the crumbs. Oh my god. Okay, I don't even know what just happened. Do you have anything more? Should we manifest some more, or should we read an email?
I think that was good. I'm gonna like rewatch this later. And probably like write it down for like my daily affirmations. We'll see how it goes. I will update y'all.
It's important to put it out in the universe.
10 years.
And to like, I think even to sit down and just really talk to someone, or talk to your therapist or even just talk out loud to your
Yeah. I mean, you
self.
are my therapist.
Exactly. Basically.
And I'm yours.
Oh, no. Just kidding.
With the honesty.
Right. But like just to say it out loud, I think is words are fucking powerful.
Absolutely. I
So,
agree.
you know, whatever you put out to the universe really does come back to you.
Thank you for letting me do that.
I
love you.
I love you more.
And I love me. And I hope y'all love yourselves. Got real Barney real quick.
That was real Barney. I do love that. But yeah, y'all just manifest your person, you know, and say it out loud, and don't be ashamed to say whatever you want in somebody. Okay. Let's read this one. I've been wanting to read this one. Okay. This one says Horny Christian and his weird kink.
Okay. I am enthralled.
We are tuned in. So this one says, message, whoever, I love for HK Brains or Stefanie because I think you guys are so funny and I love your dynamic.
We're dynamic. It's a dynamic duo.
I want them to read my text message or call if you guys want the longer version. It's late. I'm so sorry, girl. Is like 10 p.m. And she's in the East Coast.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, sorry.
Actually, no. That's SoCal, but still,
it's late. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I told my closest friends and current boyfriend, but they think I should share it with you guys.
Okay.
So, background. Before COVID, I met this guy on Tinder and we were going off strong. We both have similar interests and we connected really fast. For now, I'll call him Bill. Bill is a Christian and he was the one that you would call. Wait, I love that. I just got like possessed for a second. Okay, sorry. I just hate it. Like it's just I can't. Like my eyes. Okay.
No, it's hard. This is also so tiny.
Yes. Like
we can blow it up if you want.
Are we getting at that age now? You know when you like see your tita or tita on their texts on the phone are like just fucking like, massive. Yes. My dad, and he's wearing.
It's one word per page.
My dad has his glasses, and he'll like be reading his text messages like this, and it's all like big ass font. I'm like, you. What? So in conclusion, I am my father right now. So I think I need to like make this bigger.
We're good.
Bill is a Christian and he was the one that I don't know if it's me and he was the one that he would call you a sinner and make me feel bad because I was a Catholic.
So he's an asshole.
Yes. He was very, very religious that he wanted to have sex when he was married. So basically,
That's why he was mad.
For real. Because he was wanting sex.
Right.
So basically, I was a whore to him since I had sex with 2 guys and he always made me feel bad about it.
You had sex with 2 guys?
Yes. And he always made me feel bad about it and lecture me that sex was a gift from God.
Oh my God.
We're not religious.
If you're a whore, I'm a demon. Like what? 2? I'm trying to think back to like
2 in one night?
to the second dick I've ever seen. There's like a catalog. Anyway, not about me anymore. Sorry.
Some bullshit.
Sorry, pause. I just need to review. How did she meet this person?
Tinder.
Ugh, you should have swiped left.
For real. Some bullshit like that. But I didn't take it to heart because I knew that he never experienced it. So my dumbass stayed with him for a year.
Whoa.
Even though. Yeah. For a year, even though we were never official. And he would tell his friends that we weren't talking like that.
Oh, baby girl.
You weren't getting dick and you weren't official. Like, what was the reason? He was curious since he never had sex. So I was surprised when he started initiating stuff. It started off as nudes and then he would send me videos of him jerking off. Wow.
Forward, I want to see.
Right. But he still
jerking off for Jesus.
No.
We might have to take that out.
I'm gonna keep it. It's just gonna offend a lot
We're
of
getting
people.
banned.
We're just gonna offend a lot of
He
people.
did it. I did it. It's Bill. Okay. Bill is jerking for Jesus. I'm twerking for Jesus. Okay.
Okay. Jeez. Oh my god, where I just farted. Like the Taco Bell, the fucking Jesus joke.
Jerking for Jesus.
I wish I could make that the title of this episode, but
Damn it, you could spell it weird, maybe.
You know what? I just feel like I may have a Christian following. I don't know. Maybe not.
You may have a Christian, just one Christian follower.
It's Jess.
If they've made it this far, they are an open-minded Christian. Which
that is
we love that.
True.
You know, not all
We love
Christians are
that.
the same. So.
Right. I know. Jess is Christian. Anyways, before we get banned and offend more people.
So sorry.
It started as nudes and he would send me videos of him jerking off, but he still didn't want to have sex. Warning, this is the nasty shit. So,
Well, I'm motherfucking ready.
sex FaceTiming or Skype wasn't new for us, but it's mostly him jerking and me watching. One night I was doing homework and he wanted to call so he can jerk, and I told him he can do it, but I'm not going to do anything because I have a lot of homework to get done. So he was jerking his junk. He was jerking his junk and he called my name and I'm looking at the screen. Bill told me to watch this. He was sitting down on his bathroom floor. So he kicks off his feet and was like laying on his back with his feet. Wait, he kicks off
maybe shoes.
Yeah, his feet and was laying on his back with his feet in the air.
Period. Oh, he's a bottom.
And his dick aimed to his mouth.
Hot. This is so hot.
He fucking came to his own. He fucking came to his own mouth.
Now I know why you asked for me, because this is like when I'm. Yes, this is. Keep going. Sorry. Okay.
So there's full ass cum in his mouth.
Yes, there is.
I was shook. I couldn't even fake my expression. I was grossed the fuck out and he noticed. He swallows his cum and minutes later he pretends to gag. I hung up.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
He swallows his cum and minutes later he pretends to gag in quotes.
She emphasized pretends to gag. Okay.
Right. I hung up and he texted me saying that he thought it was going to turn me on. Sorry. I get, you know, this dude has been practicing this. It was like, oh yeah, all the ladies.
Oh
will
no,
like this
he's
shit.
been doing
He's
this.
been doing this. And he's like, oh, I thought you would like that. I swear that I think it wasn't the first time because he knew how.
No, for sure.
No, he knew how far to kick his leg to get the perfect aim. Is that normal? I asked most of my guy friends and my current boyfriend. They all tell me that ain't normal. They all say that he's just a horny Christian boy with a weird ass kink.
Oh, I'm so excited. So there's a lot to unpack here.
Yes. So you've experienced a lot of dick in your life.
Yeah.
Have you ever done this?
So, yes.
I was gonna say, I was like,
What we call it is cum play.
Oh.
Which is one of the things that I do enjoy. And the thing is, heterosexual people do like it, but because other people who don't know much about it, especially because she's a girl, she doesn't,
have much experience
like her,
right.
like yeah, and so. And because he seemed so prudent and he was putting so much pressure on being like a prude, I'm sure that's like definitely shocking. It's just he didn't even warm you up to like, I'm about to do this.
Like if you was ready, like for you.
Also, like with his legs up, did you see his hole? What does it look like? I just want to, can you send me the video? I need to review just for like research purposes. Well, so yeah, what I was going to say first is that I was going to say like, oh, well, I would try to consider not judging him for it, but he was an asshole. So, you can say whatever you want. Clearly, it's not something that you are familiar with or like, and that's totally fine. So yeah, you could totally just tell him, be like, yeah, I don't really like the cum play, you know?
Yeah, because you're right. Because I feel like for instance, like if you did that, I'd be like, okay, totally on brand.
Yeah.
But like with him, it's like,
because I also do that with other guys,
right? And so like, but with him, it's like you're really shaming this person for having sex with two guys.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you know how to shoot cum in your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And you like.
And that's takes a lot of practice.
I was gonna say like that. That's not just something he just accidentally did.
Yeah. But I also know, like, I had a friend, a girl, and she loved to taste her juices.
Oh yeah, I always like to make out with my boyfriend after he eats me out.
Her like nut, yeah. Like it's like there's some eroticism. It just depends on like what you're into, right?
No, I guess for me it's just like a check. I just want to be like,
oh,
my
okay,
like,
okay.
Was it pleasurable down there when
Okay.
he like ate me out? Like I just get self-conscious.
Yeah. I guess she knew how to like make herself squirt more often than not, but then she was so fascinated with that, and like, actually I don't know the reasons, but she just liked to like taste it.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, that's your business, that's your fluids,
right.
you know? And I feel like some people would get grossed out, like guys would get grossed out by that,
right?
But there's also some guys would like that shit, you know? So it's whatever it is.
I just think that it was like it was just a weird kind of approach to it. Like I think he should have definitely
did not warm you up to
right, like he's shaming you, and then meanwhile he's doing this thing that's like kind of
shocking,
right? So his approach, they seem young.
Yeah. Also, are you long distance? Is this why you're doing the whole like digital dating thing?
Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Because what I would say is, if you want to get into it, like I would totally be like, you know, do you want to like do butt stuff? Okay, this got really gay. Never mind. I forget. This is heterosexual relationship. Anyway,
but, I mean, he's like obviously very religious. Like maybe he could be like, I mean, I don't know that we don't want to judge it off of.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. But I mean, yeah, it could be a possibility. Right. We won't go down that road if we don't need to.
I'm just rude.
But yeah, it's the whole thing is interesting, and clearly, like in your mind, the religious factor is a big deal because that's what you started with. So like, yeah, it's just curious how this behavior happened. But that's the thing too. So for those who have to like suppress so much of their sexuality, those are the ones that have like the kinkiest sex.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna say he's a fucking freak.
Yeah. So if he likes nut.
In a good way, not like a freak, like a weird, like
he's
like a sex
freaky.
Freak.
Yeah. But I think, you know, you have the power to decide, because again, before this kinky shit, I don't think he deserved your time because he's a dick. Right. So let's start there.
Yeah, because he was like, they were dating for a year, but he wouldn't claim her. So he ain't shit.
Like, just decide off. You could decide off of that if you want to.
Boyfriend now. So.
Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, good thing you dropped him. Right. But like. So this retrospective that we're doing, I
think she just wanted to know if that was normal or not.
Oh, okay. I would say yeah, because I just know a lot of guys that do it, and like even though there are,
I feel like if I was a guy, I would have been like, oh my god, let me see how I could shoot this in my mouth.
Yeah. I think it's just like it's an eroticism thing. Like he just clearly, bless you, he clearly finds it erotic, and it might even be a little bit of narcissism because he just likes his load that much, you know? So, and he was clearly more into sexing himself up than ever having sex with you.
Right.
You know, so if it's not
because he was like
being
he was really into, seemed like, her watching him versus him watching her.
Yeah, so he clearly likes voyeurism too.
Right.
And that is also a kink. But yeah, I think it's a lot of just him suppressing so much of his sexuality that's why it just blew up in your face. Right. Or in his face. So, you know, I love that story. Jerkin for Jesus.
I know. Jerkin for Jesus.
That load is with God now.
The airplane is.
Oh.
All right. So, next one. Which one should we do?
Wait, did it end with a question?
No, she just wanted to know if it was like normal or not.
Oh, okay.
That's all she wanted to know. She was
got it.
Clearly, yeah. We're all going to do maybe sex in a flat chair.
Maybe the British. A flat.
Oh, yeah, she's in London.
London.
She's in a flat. Is it offensive if we do an English accent?
Probably, because we're probably fucking it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, I was like, can you read this in an English accent?
Oh no, I would not even just for my own like I would
I was like, I dare you.
not do it well.
Okay, just read it.
Okay.
It's short. It's cute. It's petite.
It says, oh, that's her name. Yeah, sex in a flat share. We don't know what that is, but okay.
So it means like sex in their apartment.
Okay.
So it's like maybe like she's
Like
sharing.
roommates.
Yeah, a roommate.
Okay.
So like she shares a flat.
Got it.
Look at me.
You're
Cultured.
You are so smart.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been in a relationship for 5 years with my boyfriend, and at the start, our sex was great. And it was multiple times a day some weeks, okay?
Love that.
We still live separately, him at home and me with my friend and her boyfriend.
Okay.
With lockdown and working from home more, there's way less opportunity to have a free flat to have sex. Totally understand. I feel really awkward about my friend and her boyfriend hearing me have sex more than ever. Totally understand.
Get
and
that.
although she probably doesn't care, I don't want to have sex then walk out and make coffee like nothing happened. It's really affecting our relationship because he feels her man feels less desired. And I feel bad that I want to have sex, but I feel weird that people hearing. Totally. I feel like my flat has paper thin walls and you can hear everything that goes on. Please help. Well,
I'm pretty sure Jess has heard me have sex in the room because I've had a lot of sex, and her room is like right next to mine. Like her bed is right next to the wall.
yeah, I'm pretty sure my neighbors have heard every time I've had sex at home.
Even with yourself.
Yeah. But that's also because I hear them fucking. So
Right. I think I get it because there is so much shame, and I always talk about like, it took me a while to like feel comfortable to do it.
yeah.
And I just try to be mindful. Obviously, I'm not going to like moan like crazy. Like I obviously try to keep it down. I'll put the TV on or something and like, and just do it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, we're fucking adults here. Like, just as long as you're not being obnoxious and like banging on the walls and shit, then it's fine.
I do.
Do you?
I am a screamer. I mean,
it's
it's mostly performance.
I mean,
no, it's like real,
but if I know like my friend is next door, like I just
that's
try
also
to be
kind of
mindful.
erotic too. Like how far can we go without making too much noise or getting noticed?
Yeah.
But I've been living with roommates for like a while.
Right.
And everything.
Oh, speaking of roommates,
is
Wavis, come in.
Come.
CUM. Just come.
I have
Sweet
had
green, we gotta talk about.
good experiences and bad experiences.
Yeah.
Because there was one time where this roommate, it got to the point where she hated all the other roommates. So she was kind of like having like revenge sex with her boyfriend, and she would literally be like doing the most every morning. Just so that we would we'd wake up to it and be like, oh, this bitch is so annoying.
And was your neighbor?
No, it was
your friend?
The roommate.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we all just don't talk anymore. But and then I've had good situations too where we're just like extra communicative, like everybody gets along, so we're just like, cool, I'm gonna be doing this from this time to that time or whatever, you know. The best was like I lived in a flat with we just call it an apartment with 5 other boys. And all we be fucking.
Right.
So like
I was gonna say all gay, right?
So many times, so many times we'd be just like walking.
Did you guys
into
ever
each
like
other.
fuck each other?
No.
Okay.
But
sorry.
we always walked into each other, and it was just always so funny because we'd be like, "Keep going, you're doing great." It's like that scene in Mean Girls, like, "Do you need anything?
Yeah.
Water, a condom."
I love that.
And so like, it was just like, it was so funny because there was one time, and we would just like try to sneak around. We was fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
I caught my friend and his boyfriend in the fucking broom closet of the hallway because I just needed to grab something. That's the thing. Nobody goes in that closet. I just needed to get something that
so
one time. And I opened and I was just like, and they were like, I was like, it's okay. But then the next weekend, I was fucking some guy on the couch. And my friend, oh my God, my roommate walked out. Literally, my face is just like ears deep in this boy's ass. And I was like, oh my That's the thing. I didn't know until later because he just like he walked out and then he was like,
oh.
But then he told me later.
Yeah.
He was like, so how was it? And I was like, what?
What?
So that just worked out because we have a great relationship. I don't know how your relationship was with your roommate now, but you know, I'd say like just be extra communicative. Be like, you know, I just want to spend have a great evening with my boyfriend. I don't know if that's okay. I can see how that can feel intrusive though, right? You're like asking for extra.
Sometimes like I think just not even bringing it up is fine, you know? Just trying to just
True, because I also like you can't plan sex every time.
Right. But I was going to say the reason why it worked out, you know, with 5 boys in the house and no one ever felt shameful is because there's like not so much, you guys are already comfortable with your sexuality. There isn't much shame, especially on men. Mm-hmm. So like with women, it's like there is this shame where it's like, oh, you know, like even if we are like, okay, we could vocally say like we're sexually active, there is those moments like even for me where I'm like, oh, but I don't want like to see it, you know what I mean? Because it's just there's just this thing that like kind of keeps it like sacred, you know, especially as women. So
and it's a private moment, you know, unless you're into voyeurism or being watched or heard. Right.
So I just think, you know, just try to just be like, you know, this is fucking humanity.
Yeah.
Like this is just natural, you know.
I also love when I'm being fucked, and again, because like I said, I'm like I get really whiny, you know, like First of all, I'm not gonna do it for free.
You did it on like the last episode. But the
best is like when at least like it's a good top, and he just grabs my face and just covers my face to like to mute the noise, and then he just like keeps pounding me harder. It's
One time I was having sex with this guy, Davion, and like I would go to his place. And I'm not thinking about his neighbors, you know what I mean? Like, it's not any of my neighbors.
Right.
And so, but he told me that, like, his, I guess, apartment manager told him that he had a complaint and, to put a sock in it because I was too loud. I was like, damn. That's kind of hot. It was kind of hot because, like, I don't know them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But, like, when it's your own neighbors, when it's, like, your own roommate, like, that I feel, like, kind of shameful. Like, I get kind of embarrassed.
Yeah, I feel that, too. Well, I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say
you got free entertainment,
right?
But
you have a whole Twitter feed.
Yeah. I used to have neighbors at this one apartment. They would just fuck all the time with zero regard, and they knew the walls were paper thin,
right?
And like I was like, okay, fine, like whatever. But this is just a me thing, personally. I like cringe when I hear straight people having sex. I think it also might be because like I don't know. I'm worried for the girl. I'm like, is she okay? It's a weird type of thing. Yeah. So then I'm always just like, it makes me really uncomfortable the moment I know that like heteros are having sex. Because like I can hear boys have sex all the time. Like it doesn't even matter, whatever. But like when I hear that like the girl moaning, I'm just like, what's happening? And then so like it makes me. And then there's one
That's how
neighbor.
You know you're gay.
Yeah, it's also I'm a fucking faggot. So like there was one neighbor who like clockwork every Saturday night would just bang it the fuck out, and this bitch was wailing for like an hour, and I had it. I was also just like dick deprived at that time. I opened my window and I yelled. I was like, bitch, shut the fuck up, and I slammed my window.
Did you know them?
No.
Oh my
and that's
God.
also why, like,
right.
It was one, because I wasn't getting dicked down, and two, I didn't give a fuck because I didn't know them. Right. So I was like, this is just like really rude.
Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know. For me, I always try to be like respectful of my surroundings and the people that are in the apartment.
Because the thing is, their window was open. I was like, this is why I'm hearing it so clearly.
Right.
Because you're fucking with your window open. Like, close the motherfucking window.
That's why I'm so excited to, like, live with my boyfriend, because we have, like, a whole place, like, a whole house to ourselves. So, like, we don't have to worry about, like, apartment neighbors or anything like that. Like, I'm ready to scream. Like, I want to scream and yell and talk my shit.
Period.
You know what I mean? But when I'm here, like, he even says it, too. He's like, you're always so much more, like, calmer, like, quieter, like, when we're having sex here. Because I'm just, like, I wonder if Jess heard. I would have queered.
Right.
You know?
You perfected the like stealth mode.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah. And every time we have sex, I'm like, oh my God, did they hear? Did they hear?
I think that's why
so nervous.
That's also
But I'm just
why.
like, whatever. I don't even try to bring it up to be weird too.
Right.
I'm gonna ask Quay when he gets out. Should I ask
Oh
him?
my gosh. Yes, we're gonna ask him.
He's in the bathroom. When he comes out, I'll be like, did you hear me?
Another solution, which isn't really a solution, like depending on how horny you were. I think I've had more sex in a car than I have in a bed.
Really?
Because I was just like, I was just wanting to fuck all the time, and then like, yeah, I didn't want to have to deal with like tiptoeing around like who gets the room or like am I worried? Because then I was also concerned about being respectful. I didn't want to bug anybody.
Right.
Whether it was about hearing me have sex or just like disturbing them or waking them up. So I fucked a lot in the car, and the car to me was the best because I could just wail as fucking loud as I want to. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. I love that. Well,
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, in conclusion, I think just kind of accepting that sex is natural and it's normal. And if you are really nervous, just try to maybe turn on the radio or the TV or whatever and just have quiet sex. And then when everyone else is gone, then fucking scream. You know what I mean? Like just try to you could write it slowly.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Quay.
You could
I'm
even
waiting
tell
for Quay to come out.
That's like code for like your roommates to be like, when you hear me blasting Ariana Grande,
right?
You know what the fuck is going on.
Such in a position.
Period. Yeah, and some people are just shameful because I just realized like my current roommate now, I literally hear him wailing too. So I'm just like, go off.
I love that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have to do another episode.
Okay.
Let's
come back for part 2.
Come back because I'm stacking up a bunch of episodes. So,
yeah.
Anyways, plug yourself.
HK Brains. Y'all know my government now.
Harrison. I mean, we've said it so many times, and by the time they hear this episode, they definitely know your name because I didn't bleep it out in that episode because we were talking about everyone's heights. Because Rose is like the tallest one.
She is, yeah.
She's like 6 foot.
Yeah.
And then I was saying how everyone thinks I'm tall. Because I've gotten so many comments. Even my boyfriend.
Because you can't tell from this perspective.
Right. And so when people meet
do y'all think I'm tall? How tall you think I am?
No, we already confirmed that you're the shortest.
If you didn't watch that episode, how tall you think I am?
How tall are you? What's your height?
Not tall, baby.
I'm 5'3".
I say 5'5". Like if you look at my IG, it says 5'5".
Can we see?
5'5" with brown eyes.
Wait, so are you taller than me?
With shoes on, but my literal height is 5'4" and 3/4.
Okay.
So
I'm like 5'3", 5'4", I guess.
Yeah.
Sneeze.
Bless you. But yeah,
So we're like the same height.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for us. Aw.
I think that's also why I like shorties too.
Do you date guys who are taller than you or shorter than you?
Usually about like the same height.
Okay.
It's also not hard to be taller than me. So
I was gonna say, your options are slim with guys who are shorter than you.
Yeah. But I do love a shorty.
Okay, so here's the thing. In the heterosexual, I know we're supposed to know this. In the heterosexual like world, women are so like, oh my god, I want a 6-foot man.
Yeah, why y'all need that? What do you need all that for?
I don't care about that, but it's a very common thing.
Yeah.
Is it like that in the gay community? Like,
it's worse.
It's worse.
The gays are so fucking toxic. Well, depending on.
So are they ever like, oh my god, you're too short for me? Like, do you ever get that? Is that ever a problem?
Well, I've never gotten that far because I think like if someone is that much of a dick, we probably didn't get that far in the conversation.
Right.
But I actually was literally publicly verbally assaulted for my height because I was in WeHo at the Abbey, which is the worst fucking bar in WeHo. I was like standing at the bar waiting to get a drink, and then these 2 white gays. I'm sorry, I will go down for this. Y'all are the worst. But these Nathan. 2 minus Nathan, love him. But these 2 guys were like behind me, and they literally stepped right in front of me, and they said, "You must be this tall to order a drink." I was like, and I was so. It was like ridiculous. I was like, you have to be joking. But
what'd you say?
I couldn't say anything because I know I was like, do I want to go to jail tonight? It's not worth it.
I was
It's
gonna
not
say,
worth
'cause I
it.
was like,
Because
you
I'm
could-
also a fighter, bitch.
Right.
Come meet me at the bar. we could tussle. But
I was gonna say, because you're kind of the wrong person to
The
mess with.
wrong
Like, I feel like
motherfucker.
if when you really choose to battle, you go to battle.
yeah. And like, because they also were just like, they were a couple of twos. Like, I could tell, obviously, they were projecting their insecurity.
right.
And I was just like, low hanging fruit. So I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. But yeah, so never really in dating.
Okay.
In dating, actually, I get the guys that like shorties, you know, because they were like, oh, I'm going to do this and that. I'm like, okay,
Right.
let's see.
We have to measure to see who's taller.
Okay.
I thought I was taller than you. Maybe not.
I think
I feel
you
like we're
are.
but I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll have Quay
Yeah.
measure us. Anyways, follow me, Stefanie Maegan. Or go to brokegirltherapy.com. You guys, please send me more stories. The more stories y'all send, the more episodes y'all
Yeah.
will get. So send them on over.
Yes. Keep jerking for Jesus.
Yes, keep jerking for Jesus. Thank you.
Let your baby out.
Yeah. Bye. Broke Girl Therapy. Broke Girl Therapy.